Salutations Internet, this is Sean from SlowReactionTime.com, and today we're going to take a look at the Xbox Live Arcade game, Spelunky. Spelunky's a new title, just came out on July 4th, which was just a few days ago, and it is based on the PC title of the same name by Derek Yu. Now you may say to yourself, well, I played the PC version, so why do I want to spend the money on this Xbox version? Well, the difference is the Xbox version has an adventure and a deathmatch mode, and both modes support up to 4 players, and you can pick from different characters. You don't have to just be the default Indiana Jones Spelunky character. There's like a chic guy with like a turban, there's a female, there's all types of characters. And if you're not familiar with Spelunky through the PC version, I guess what I should tell you is that this is sort of like a roguelike. I mean, it is a roguelike in some respects. And the major thing that you'll notice is every time you start a level, it's totally random and different. You won't see the same thing twice. If you do, you've played it way too much. But all the blocks are random, the layouts are random, the characters, I'm sorry, not the characters, but the enemies are random, and it's always changing. So if you die and you restart, it'll be different. It won't be the same. So on its face, Spelunky's a pretty simple game. I mean, there's not a whole lot mechanics-wise or control-wise that you need to pay attention to. One of the big things is I threw this rope up. You have a certain amount of ropes that you can throw up, and it lets you throw up into the air. It attaches to the ceiling. Not throw up as in but it lets you get to higher spots that you might not be able to jump to, or there might not be a platform there to get you to that spot. But you can throw the rope and have it attached to the ceiling and climb it. You can also pick up items in the environment to help you manipulate, like a trap, or to pick up more gems. One way that you can do that is you can bomb basically any of these blocks on the screen at this point. I think later in the game there's things that you can't block or you can't blow up, but if I throw a bomb down and there's all these little blocks with the gold chunks in them, it'll explode, and there are gems or gold chunks or whatever money-making blocks, items that you can pick up so that you can use that later, and I'll show you a little bit later. You can use those in shops, and you can purchase new items. There's all types of different items that you can purchase, from different weapons to items that you can wear, compasses that show you where the exit is, and every level you're trying to get to the exit and trying not to die. You have limited health, so right now in the corner, that heart with the 4 on it, that's how much life I have. I have 4 life. The only way to get that back, as far as I can remember from playing the PC version, is by rescuing a damsel. And right here I'm going to show you how I'm going to trigger this trap. That block with the face on, with the fangs I'm standing on, I'm going to throw this rat through the hole, and it shot an arrow out. If I were to go down there, you know, without throwing the rat down there first, it would have taken at least 2 health off, and I would have been dazed. So if there's other enemies around, it can really screw you up. Now this is a damsel. Unfortunately, I believe I killed her. She was on fire and she's not moving. Usually if you stun them or you daze them, they get up. So I'm going to say that she's dead. Plus when I get to the end of the level, she doesn't give me a kiss. And that's what, you know, she's supposed to give me a kiss. It gives me more health. If you spend too much time on a level, this ghost shows up and it chases you to the end of the level, and also it puts this kind of fog effect in front of everything on the screen. So if you see the ghost coming, hightail it, get your ass out, and get to the end of the level. In between levels, it'll give you a summary of your gold. You'll get a kiss from the damsel, ooh la la, you get health back, and it's a summary, and then we move on to the next level. So I'd like to take a minute and just show you what the original Spelunky on the PC looks like. It's going to fade into the lower right corner. And it's kind of small, but you can see, I mean, this is a pretty big upgrade. This game has been in the works for XBLA for a long time, and they did a lot of work to it. Like I said, it's not just a repackage and HD version. It is, you know, they added new game modes. They have added Deathmatch, which the original didn't have. It added the co-op, or the competitive portion of the game that the original didn't have. And it added support up to 4 players. So, I mean, that's kind of a big deal. And you can see it's come a long way. It's still very similar. The game is very, very similar to the original, but it's different. It's not the same. If you have some time to kill, you have a nice PC, or even used to play it on a netbook. If you have some time, check out Spelunky on the PC. And here's one of those random fabled shops I was talking about that just don't seem to ever come up when I'm talking about them. But here it is. All these items are for sale for obviously differing amounts. If you upset the storekeeper, he will chase you relentlessly until your death. So don't fuck around with Quincy, or whatever his random name will be when you play it. Another thing you'll come across in your travels through Spelunky is Tunnel Man. Every 4 levels, you go to a new world. You start a new world. So I'm in like a cave world or a whatever. I guess it's cave world now. After the 4th level, I'll go into jungle world, and Tunnel Man will be there waiting for me. And what Tunnel Man does is you give him an item if you have it. Hopefully you do, because if you don't, that just sucks. He'll ask for a bomb or a rope or money or whatever, and he will build a tunnel that you can access from the main level select, the main screen, main game window portion, that takes you right to the next level that you've made it to, as long as Tunnel Man's made the tunnel. So you have to give him like 3 different things, and this is Tunnel Man. And you might say, but Sean, you said after 4 levels, you only did 3 in the video. Yeah, well, I cut it, the magic of editing, I cut it out. I cut out level 1, 3. So I give Tunnel Man a bomb here. He blows up a little portion of the tunnel that he's making, and I'm in Jungle World, Jungle 2-1. So eventually, when I make it through 3 times, which I did, he builds me a tunnel, which is pretty cool because then I don't have to play through all those first levels to get back to this part. And it starts to actually get a lot more difficult the further you go. This game really rewards the patient player. Yeah, you have a run button, but you don't have to run all the time. There's not really much of a hurry. It's not very difficult to get through the levels without the ghost coming, as long as you pay attention to your time and don't just dilly-dally the entire time. Like I said, it's really not that difficult. So, you know, you can take your time and have fun. It rewards a patient player, like I said before. So anyways, this has been Spelunky. It's $15 on XBLA. It is free on the PC, but the XBLA version is the updated new version, high-res version. You should really check it out. It's a great game. And if you ever want to try and attempt, if you can actually play online, I don't know, I didn't try it. I'm the faster blade on Xbox Live. So send me a friend request, and more than likely I'll accept it. So this has been Sean for SlowReactionTime.com. This has been Spelunky for Xbox Live Arcade. Thanks for watching. As always, if you like the video, click like or subscribe to my feed, and we'll see you next time.